When I was younger, I thought of desire as an energy unique to youth, a force that would eventually dwindle as a day's vigor does by evening. But with time, I realized this wasn't quite true. Desire doesn't vanish, it transforms, taking on a different form, a flame that grows deeper and adapts. It's not about weakness or scarcity, it's more of a rhythm than an erasure. It's curious because most people assume that pleasure and desire have an expiration date, hoping they'll fade as our youthful vitality does. But here lies the misunderstanding. That life energy, that libido we experience, doesn't simply vanish. Instead, at my age, it appears with a new cadence, a softer taste, like a wine that requires patient savoring. Picture a fire initially, the flames are wild, constantly leaping, seeking notice, warmth, and brightness. But with time, that fire softens. It still provides warmth and light, but in a calmer, less demanding way. That's where the real understanding lies, appreciating this gentler warmth. This form of desire endures, expanding in step with the wisdom we acquire. If you're older and feel like sexual desire has faded, remember that physical and emotional changes come naturally with age, including shifts in our desires. The body, it's like an old photograph, gradually revealing layers that once went unnoticed. As we grow older, we encounter changes that shape how we desire. Some are so subtle they're almost invisible, others are more pronounced, yet each one redefines our experience of libido. One of the first things I noticed was energy. What once felt limitless now feels fleeting. With time, the body asks for rest earlier, the heartbeat slows, and the intensity of desire follows this slower pace. Libido isn't gone, it simply invites us to savor each moment. And then there's the skin, which once responded to the faintest touch, now a bit less sensitive. The nerves are slower, requiring touches that are more deliberate and meaningful. The body begins to yearn for intimacy that surpasses mere physical contact, a closeness that's deeper, often conveyed through a look or a gentle whisper. Desire remains, but now has become more discerning, more refined. What about muscles and joints that no longer react as they once did? Once effortless movements can now feel restricted. That spontaneous energy for passion loses a bit of its ease, gently reminding us to cherish comfort and closeness. A warm hug, companionship, the joy of being close to loved ones, these take on a richness that youth may not fully grasp. Another shift I noticed is in how my body responds to desire. Years ago, it only took a moment to ignite that spark, but now it requires patience. The body calls for more care, more tenderness. It invites us into a kind of ritual where pleasure surfaces slowly, like a soft breeze gathering into a gust. It's a slower dance, but one with equal strength. And then, of course, the hormonal changes come. For men, testosterone levels decline, while women experience hormonal shifts with menopause, affecting libido. There may be dryness, discomfort, and sometimes we need new ways to stay connected to desire. I discovered that small adjustments make a significant difference, a different touch, a little extra care, and most importantly, a willingness to rediscover pleasure in a renewed way. The biggest revelation, though, has been understanding that libido grows with the body, becoming wiser and more selective. It's no longer just about the act itself, but about something deeper and more sincere. Desire in older age is like a soft light, illuminating without overpowering, guiding us to appreciate what truly matters: companionship, connection, intimacy. This is the kind of desire that never fades, and it's what I want to keep exploring. Over time, I've come to see that intimacy goes beyond the physical, reaching into the heart and spirit. When we're young, desire takes us by surprise. It's an impulse, a powerful wave that leaves no room for thought. But as we age, desire becomes a conscious choice, a feeling we welcome with gentleness, without urgency. Now, pleasure becomes an expression of connection, respect, and kindness, a dance between two souls who've come to understand one another. When I was younger, I thought of desire as an intense urgency, something vibrant and full of energy. But as we age, both body and mind begin to seek something different: depth. Each touch feels more deliberate. Each instant stretches into what feels like a tiny eternity, and pleasure reveals itself in the subtleties: a gentle caress, the warmth of a quiet presence. With time, desire learns to be patient, to savor beauty where once there was only hurry, and it brings a deep sense of peace. There comes a point when the need to prove or impress fades, and intimacy transforms from a performance into a true meeting, where vulnerability is welcome. This kind of desire is born out of trust and time shared, a fire that burns softer but holds a depth that few truly experience. I've learned to appreciate these moments without rush, realizing that with age, the body holds a wisdom unknown to youth. It understands how to welcome and be welcomed, how to enjoy without imposing, free from impossible expectations. Desire in this stage of life allows us to let go of urgency, teaching us to be content with what we have. One of the profound things I've come to understand is how desire grows from the life we live and the affection we cultivate over the years. When I look at my loved one, I see the memories we share, and it enriches each moment, every glance, every touch. In youth, desire may be intense, but in later years it's full, shaped by the history we've built together. It's a love that brings peace, something only time can create. At this point, desire guides us to find pleasure in new ways. Maybe we lack the energy to chase after it, but we've learned to walk alongside it, slowly and mindfully. Pleasure now shows itself in long conversations, shared laughter, and silences that no longer need filling. Libido adapts because the soul and body have learned to cherish companionship. And if there's one lesson age has taught me, it's that pleasure in later life is rooted in mutual understanding. It's knowing that even with the marks time leaves on us, we're still desirable, that even with all the changes, desire endures. It waits for us to see it in a new light. Every line on our faces, every mark on our bodies tells our story. And it's these stories that deepen intimacy. So if you ask where desire lies in later years, I'd say it's in the wisdom we gain, in a gaze that appreciates the soul, and in a touch that understands without urgency. Desire is transformative. It ages with us, guiding us to accept each phase of life and uncover beauty where once there was only speed. It's a calm, steady, yet vibrant desire, one that continues to warm and illuminate. If you're young and full of energy, you might think desire and passion are everlasting, always within reach, and in a way that's true, but desire is like time. It evolves, adapts. With respect and patience, it will never truly fade. I want you to understand that true pleasure doesn't come from chasing every thrill. It's about creating a path where desire can grow and age alongside you. Be kind to your body and the person beside you. Intimacy's beauty isn't just in those intense, new moments, but in the journey of truly getting to know each other through every stage. Cultivate patience and respect, and every intimate moment will become an investment in your future, an unseen bond that strengthens the connection between two souls. Even as the body transforms, don't rush to be everything all at once. Rather than gathering countless experiences, seek quality in each one. Cherish the depth of every connection, every hug, every look, for when those golden years arrive, it's this depth that will bring real pleasure, a joy that goes beyond the physical, reaching the heart. Also nurture self-love and gentleness toward yourself. Your body, desire, and passions will change, and embracing these shifts naturally is the best way to keep pleasure alive. Don't let the fear of time or life's scars keep you from feeling complete, beautiful, and desirable. True desire flourishes when we are at peace with who we are at each stage of life. So remember, desire is much more than a passing urge. It reflects our capacity to love and connect, and like all genuine love, it grows, matures, and changes throughout life. In our early years, it appears in bursts of passion and intensity. But over time, it becomes something deeper. A cozy warmth that only age can foster, a gift earned by letting desire evolve. Know this: the golden years carry a quiet wisdom, an understanding you don't find in books but through experience. In these years, each touch feels more precious, time spent with loved ones holds greater value, and the pleasure lies in realizing that every moment can be lived fully, without hurry, in complete surrender. This is the beauty of desire as we age. If you nurture patience and respect, time won't become your enemy but instead your companion. So care for your body and soul, honor them as sacred places not to preserve youth, but to always feel at peace with yourself and content with who you've grown into. Be generous to your body, to your heart, and to those you love. If you respect your own time and the time of others close to you, you'll find that desire in later years is a calm force, a steady warmth that doesn't need to blaze to provide deep heat. If I could leave you with one last request, it would be to embrace change. Every wrinkle, each line etched on your face, will be the mark of a story, a lived moment, a cherished memory. Accept these signs as gifts, seeing in them the beauty of someone who has loved, laughed, cried, and, above all, lived. When cared for properly, desire adjusts to each phase, flowing alongside time's course. It will always be with you, ready to refresh itself, as long as you hold on to its essence. So go on, young man. Live with passion. Feel your desire fully, but always with an open heart and a calm spirit. May each stage of your life be filled with meaning and moments worth treasuring. When old age finds you, may you embrace it knowing you have cultivated a kind of desire that endures, a desire that brightens, welcomes, and never, ever fades. I know that, being young, you may not dwell much on aging. It seems distant, almost imaginary. But trust me, time moves quickly and gently, like a breeze. One day you'll look in the mirror and see a changed person, full of memories you've made. That's why I urge you to cherish the present, but also to ready your heart for what lies ahead. Build genuine connections based on care and respect, and you'll find that desire and love will stand by you, prepared to age alongside you. When you finally step into those golden years, may you look back and feel that each step was worthwhile, that every love, every smile, and every touch was lived with depth and truth. This is the key to keeping desire's flame alive, not as a fleeting spark, but as a steady, eternal warmth that will bring comfort to your heart at every stage of life. If we've come this far together, it's because something has stirred within you, perhaps curiosity, perhaps a fresh understanding of what it means to love, to desire, to live with depth, regardless of the years. As I shared before, desire has no expiration date, and now you understand why. It's a flame that moves through life, keeping us tied to what truly matters. Knowing this is a privilege. Now, I'd love to hear from you. Leave a comment about the part of this video that resonated most and tell us where you're tuning in from. Share your thoughts on how you view desire and love throughout life. Don't forget to leave a like if this video brought you something new, and of course subscribe to the channel. This way you'll never miss what's next. Why not help others see desire in a new light? Share this video with friends, family, or anyone who might need these words. Let's spread this message together. And stay tuned on the screen. You'll see a link to our next video, crafted to dive even deeper into today's conversation. Click to continue on this journey of self-discovery and connection. See you there.